This is just a quick simulation of a typical hypothetical scenario that we have here from the Great War using the Jutland system. In this case we have is the Lutzow, not sure if I'm saying that right, is being under attack for some time now. I just wanted to show you the damage properties of this, I guess, famous or infamous battle cruiser. Kind of looking at it right from where the smoke's being blown, which isn't ideally the best location. Kind of an overview tactical situation. We have 4 light cruisers that have been harassing the Lutzow, and these the symbol here, green, would mean perfect health, if you will, or structure of the vessel. A red would be imminent sinking. And on the horizon we have several battle cruisers that have been slugging it out with the Lutzow for probably a half an hour now. And the Lutzow is just in its last grasp of flotation, I guess. It's according to my spy binoculars or glass, it has a damage, as you can see, a heavy list with 6 degrees. So she seems to be going over on the starboard side, and if we can take a look here, I think we can see not only the excellent detail of the Jutland program, but we can also see the significant damage the vessel has sustained here. I'm just going to follow the vessel here, try to get a better close-up shot, and we can continue to see it being hit significantly by everything from 6-inch to, I believe, 15-inch rounds from various battle cruisers and small light cruisers. You can see pretty much every turret except this one's damaged. Both rear turrets are damaged. It looks like irreparable. And it looks like even the second top turret on the bow location is also out of action. And you can see she's about to roll over there, maybe on the starboard. Oh, there you go. Some valiant bow 30-centimeter guns are still firing. He's got two guns still firing out of the set of 4 there. And the light cruisers are certainly coming in, and I'm not sure if they've got some torpedoes available. They might actually have some. Let's take a look. I'm not sure if they have any left. Oh, this one doesn't have any torpedoes. Oh, yes, it does. It says it's armed with one locally controlled 21-inch Mark II torpedo. Does have ammunition. I'm not sure if it has to be reloaded yet. 7 minutes and 3 seconds to reload that torpedo tube. Let's try the port side. And it is ready to fire in 28 seconds. So maybe we'll do a port passing on the Lutzow. I can actually see a torpedo coming out there. Someone got a tin fish off. And you can see it right here. I don't know if you can see that or not. Doesn't look like it'll hit. Well, you never know, maybe. I lost the little guy. There he is. So, I mean, might be able to get a hit. Maybe not. Let's see if we can see if that's actually going to materialize into a actual strike. It's hard to tell with the glare of the sun off the water there. But if I didn't know better, if I either lost it or it ran out of propellant. Now we see the black symbol on the Lutzow. She's finally deemed to be sinking, irrecoverable, but she's still got 30 minutes, almost 30 minutes of life, so she'll be continuing to hammer away with any guns she has available. So certainly a threat. We need to keep the pressure on to make sure that she does indeed. Oh, there's another torpedo, if you can see that. We need to keep the pressure on, so I'm going to try to hit her with as many tin fish as possible. If I recall correctly, our port side had some torpedoes ready to be armed in a few 30 seconds, or almost now. So I'm going to have the Southampton turn to starboard. So we're going to be coming from course 355 north to 91 degrees. And we're going to increase our speed to the maximum for that vessel is 23 knots. quite see the geysers continuing to land around the Lutzow, and those are coming from some battle cruisers on the horizon. Some of the big bad boys here that have done some damage to the Lutzow is the Australia battle cruiser and the New Zealand, kind of the Anzac friends, and of course some of the other battle cruisers, the more famous, the Lion, Princess Royal, Queen Mary, and Tiger, all giving the coup d'etat, I guess, to the Lutzow. Very impressive vessels, no doubt. As you can see, they're well articulated in the designs, and certainly very well done. Up in the left-hand corner, we can see almost like a ticker, basically advising of every little incident that's happened to our ships, who's firing and what they're firing at, and whether they've been hit. Alrighty. And we can see if the Lutzow, where's the Lutzow? There it is. Another good feature, you can just right-click on your the object you want to take a look at. Right-click, and we just basically kind of fly over to that vessel, if you will. And kind of a top-down view. You can see some flames coming out of the Lutzow. And certainly a lot of smoke. She looks like she's just about, I don't know what the degree list is now. We've got, sorry, list is 10 degrees to starboard. So it looks like the water is coming right over the, I'm not sure if those would be the gun whales, but getting pretty close to, certainly interfering, but it still looks like she's got a bead on someone. Can't really tell. I'm going to have to flip over to the other side to take a look. Just another broadside. And you can tell who the vessel's shooting at by simply getting on the right side at the time. Right, so she's shooting, the Lutzow is still firing at the Australia. And we can get, I can click on the, left click on the Australia battlecruiser, hit the I key, and of course I get some data of all the weapon systems we have here on the Australia. She has 12-inch guns, and it's going to be reloaded in 22 seconds and counting. All these are 12-inch guns, so, and these are secondary mounts. Still has 303 rounds of 12-inch rounds, so that's more than enough to finish off the poor Lutzow. And she certainly does seem to be getting quite a pounding. Just shows the longevity of these vessels. I've only taped the end of the Lutzow, but she's been taking a pounding for over a half an hour. And she seems to be dead in the water right now. Oh, I accidentally hit the pause key. My apologies. And still 25 minutes to sinking, but gee, she looks pretty, seems to be capsizing at a much faster rate than the 25 minutes would indicate. Whether she'll capsize, or it certainly seems that's quite likely. She seems to have several fires. Here comes our light cruisers, which are coming in to maybe do a torpedo run if they've got any left, or they haven't been damaged. And they seem to be hitting her with her full broadsides. The red arrow indicates where the enemy vessel is in relation to your vessel that's targeting it. And the green is the compass course that you're anticipating to turn to. So in this case it's 72 degrees east, and they're going to be coming to a course 555. And the rest of the formation is following in suit. Each vessel is following the preceding one. The Aurora is an independent command, if you will. And we can see that she's got the crosshairs on another German light cruiser way off in the distance. The Pilu? Sorry, I don't know if I'm saying that right. We can take a look at that vessel. I think she was in the battle earlier. Still doing 13 knots. I'm still giving good credence to her. She's still firing with what looks like a 6-inch gun. And a lot of heavy damage here. We can see fires coming out of the side, holed by numerous, I would say 6 and maybe 12-inch rounds there also. You can actually almost see right into our superstructure with some of those holes. And I'm sure there's several underneath the waterline. Anyways, that was just a quick demo on Jutland. The designer is Norm Kruger, and of course he's a famous designer. I remember back from even the 80s. He's done many war games, and this is definitely a war game of sorts. I guess more of a tactical simulation of World War I combat. It's a relatively decent price program. I think it's about $50 or $60, and includes almost every ship class in World War I. You can edit your scenarios, you can play a campaign, numerous things you can do from the sandbox. Change weather conditions and characteristics. Ooh, big hit there. Alright, well I hope you enjoyed that. It looks like the loot cell is still going to roll over, but it might be, as I mentioned, another 20 minutes, so I don't want to bore you. And we can see the water is starting to come over completely over the decks, but still indicates 23 minutes. Thank you very much.